Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Jesus TV. My return subscribers, you all are amazing. I really appreciate your opinions, your your shares. Thank you so much. God bless you. My new viewers, you're welcome. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to like and share my videos, and don't forget to comment nicely. Okay guys, so what is bringing problem now is that, according to what they said, allegedly, that they Ooni of Ife gifted his son a villa in Lagos. And of course, you all know that Prince Tade is the first child, the first son of the king Ooni of Ife, Oba Adeye Enitan Ogunwusi. And of course, you all know that before Queen Naomi gave birth to a son for the king has other children. Like, he has other children with his ayabas, and all these children are female children. I'm not talking about his adopted sons. He has adopted children that he adopted, he takes care of. Of course, he's a father figure to a lot of people. But when God finally granted his wish through his wife Queen Naomi then, and they gave birth to a bouncing baby boy, he made a lot of promises to his son. Of course, out of excitement, someone who has been praying for a baby boy and finally he has one. Of course, he has so many things that he wants to do for his child. They said the villa, the estate, of course, is one of them. Before Olori Mariam, assisted in building the mall for the king, which they named Ojaja Mall, the king had already put in place the Ojaja estate. Yes, he was already building it. You can remember the story of Queen Naomi's brother. I've forgotten his name again. That the king gave the contract in overseeing the buildings, of course, which they said one thing led to another. He took the money allegedly and gave the money to his girlfriend, and when he went back to collect the money, his girlfriend denied him, left him and traveled out, and they all took the girlfriend to the police station. It was not an easy issue. Meanwhile, the investors and all that, people that, they want to buy houses from the estates they've already invested, from the villa, their money were also involved. They were pending and all that, allegedly, which they also started calling out the king of, because of their money, the houses they've paid for, the land they've paid for inside the estate. What is happening? The houses has not been completed. They have estimated time that they wanted to pack into the estate. They wanted to pack into their houses, and the construction has not been completed. The house is delaying. What is going on? The king now went back to what is it, that Queen Naomi's brother's name? Now went back to, that is after Queen Naomi must have left the palace. He now arrested the Queen Naomi's brother, of course, because of the money, because people were already on his neck. Your brother-in-law, and he was like explaining, how can you explain that you gave money to your brother-in-law to oversee the contract? And of course, he made a mess. So he arrested him so that he can get what is going on, the money and all that. That was when Kasala busted. Queen Naomi came out, on social media, that she has a lot to say, that he shouldn't even allow her to say anything, that he should release his brother, blah blah blah. Of course, a lot of people advised the king, just let it go, just take it as one of the sacrifice that you've made, you gave to your brother-in-law. That is why people don't do business with family members, be it who, because of all these ones. So the king let him out. That was how the case died. If not, that estate was supposed to be named, part of it was supposed to be named after the prince Prince Tadeniko. Part of the estate was supposed to be named after the prince, yes, as a gift from his father to him. So now they are saying that the king has finally, allegedly, has finally built a villa for the prince. Anyways, congratulations if that is true. I don't know how true that is, but I know that he has already bought a house in Lagos for Queen Naomi and Prince Tade, because according to what they said then, that the school that Prince was attending in Ekiti State was not up to standard, and the king wanted his first son, to attend a good school, even if it is not abroad in Nigeria. It should be one of the best schools. And of course, to achieve that, not that other states doesn't have good schools, but if you want to see the finest of schools, my sisters and brothers, you know it is in Lagos, right? So except they have other branches in other states, which we've not seen, but that was how the king moved Prince Tade and his mom to Lagos. Of course, he bought a house for them where they can stay and where he can attend his school, allegedly. So now they are saying that the king also bought a space for Queen Naomi in the UK for the prince, and they are saying that that one is another gist. Olori actually is against it. Why must he know this? Which I actually think it is not true at, because I'm just sharing the gist, because if I'm sharing this gist, I still reason it and say, how can the king, nobody can tell the king what to do. You all already know that. And the king takes care of all his children, irrespective of whether he's married to their mother or not. That fact we cannot rule out. So if the king decides to do something for his son, no olori has any right to tell him not to do something for any of his child. So, not that I'm doubting that he can buy a villa for Prince Tade. No, I'm not doubting. I'm just saying that he already bought a house, allegedly, which in Lagos. So if there is a villa, they would have done an opening and all that. But of course, you know that the Ojaja estate is a big one, which comprises of hospital, shopping mall, schools. There's even a church and mosque inside it. So for you to know how large, how big that estate is just like a state inside a state. Let me put it that way. So if the king has an investment like that, it is for Prince Tade and his brothers. Of course, he has brothers now. So that I don't see any reason why he want to buy him a separate villa when he already bought a house for them. So, but that is it. And another thing is that people saying that, I already mentioned it, Olori actually doesn't have a say in what Olori actually, or other Oloris, doesn't have a say in whatever the king does for his kids or for any of his women. Okay, so that is it. Everybody already, when they marry the king, they already know that, oh, this is the king, and of course they must have read everything out for them. You don't intrude or pry into whatever the king is doing. You don't tell the king what to do. He will do howsoever he wants to do it, as long as he is the king. They already know that, oh, that someday the king is still going to marry one more wife to make them 7. They have to be 7 wives. So my people, thank you so very much for always coming around, for viewing my channel. If you've not subscribed to this channel, please subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to like and share my videos. Don't forget to comment nice. Have a blessed day. Bye.